Hey guys, so in today's video, I wanted to talk about my experience during the first 10 days using the Dexcom G7. So as you can see, I currently have the Dexcom G7 inserted into this arm. The last 10 days, I've had it over here. I don't know how well you can see that. You can kind of see the circle here where it was. It was inserted right there. So you can see it didn't really irritate my skin too bad. It was itchy while I had it on, but it's really, I think it was more the adhesive. But considering it doesn't look that bad, I am a little impressed. So we shall see how this one looks. It was basically in the same spot, just different arms. So the last one was purple, this one is blue. I was a little bit nervous at first to use the Dexcom just because, obviously I've had a lot of health problems going on recently, and I wasn't sure what information the Dexcom was going to give us, if it was going to be helpful at all. And it's actually been very interesting to see what kinds of things are affecting my blood sugar. So there are certain foods and certain activities that have affected my blood sugar that I never would have thought would affect my blood sugar. Like when I'm very stressed out, my blood sugar goes up. So it's just very interesting. So this was my first Dexcom sensor. Obviously you can see this is the overpatch that I had. I just wanted to kind of show you what it looks like when you take it off, so you can get an idea. So this is the actual sensor here, and this was on my arm over here. And for those of you worried about a needle, do you see this? It is not that big. It didn't hurt going in. It didn't hurt while I was wearing it. It's literally not even sharp. It feels like a plastic little thin piece. It's not sharp or anything. I mean, it is a little pokey if you poke it real hard, but it's just very thin. And as you can see, this is the little sticky that comes with the sensor. This white piece is the overpatch that is supplied by Dexcom, and then the purple patch is the overpatch that I'm wearing, like this blue one here. So I just wanted to show you that. Like I said, it has been definitely very interesting to see what things affect my blood sugar more than others. There are certain foods, like I ate a super carb heavy lunch one day, and it didn't affect my blood sugar. So I was very confused. Meanwhile, today, while I was, I ate a snack that is supposed to not affect your blood sugar very much at all. And it was a low-fat, zero-carb stick of string cheese, and it shot my blood sugar up to over 200. And I don't really know why. Sorry, I had dog hair on my tongue. But yeah, so it's very confusing at times for me. Obviously, this is literally the first time I've changed my sensor, and I haven't been doing it very long. I haven't been tracking my blood sugar so thoroughly very long, but I do plan to continue, obviously, because it has been very helpful. It's just very frustrating. Like this whole process of trying to figure out what affects your blood sugar and what doesn't is all very frustrating, to say the least. Like today, when string cheese is listed as something that is an okay snack for people who are diabetic even. And my main problem is not even diabetes. My main problem is trying to track and make sure that my pancreas is okay, because of all of the liver issues that I have going on, and the problem can actually cause my pancreas to have issues. So I think I've gone over this in a couple different videos, but yeah. Basically, we're trying to track to make sure that if my blood sugar does start to go crazy, and my pancreas starts to have problems, that we are kind of ahead of the curve, so to speak, and keeping tabs on it now instead of trying to do so later. It's better to just be ahead of the 8 ball. So yeah, I don't really know what is going on exactly, like especially today with the string cheese. That's very frustrating because we don't get, like, I don't know. I really don't know. It makes no sense to me. So I was very frustrated, and that probably didn't help with my blood sugar either, because I was getting more and more frustrated the higher it went. And I was like, dude, I literally just ate a string cheese that's 0 carbs. Why are you up to 200 right now? So yeah, it is a process to learn what the heck is going on with your body. And if something as tiny as a Dexcom can help you kind of figure that out, more power to you. So I'm tearing this off here so that I can show you. This is how small it is. And obviously that is that's the back of it. And you can see the little sensor that goes into your skin. It's a little bent now because I had folded up the overpatch on top of it to tear it off. But this is literally, I mean, this is underneath it, but I just tore this off there. So yeah, this is what the back of it looks like if you were curious. I don't know. It's just very weird. It's a weird process. And like I said, I'm glad that technology like this exists, because there have been so many questions about my health just since March of 2024, like with my liver failure and everything else going on. Like the last thing I need is to not know what's going on with my blood sugar and to like have to worry about that on top of everything else. It would just be very frustrating. So like I said, if a tool that is as small as the Dexcom can help me figure out how to make things better, I am completely fine with that. So the placement, you're actually supposed to place it on the back of your arm. However, you guys know I have fatty arms, and as I continue to lose more weight, the flab becomes worse, and there's no way that I could get this sensor to like work back here. Because my arms are so fatty, I would not want to even attempt to have the sensor here, because as you can see, it moves, and where are you gonna get that to stick? So I chose to go here just because of that. This site worked just fine. It didn't have any problems. I also didn't have any compression lows or anything like that, which I feel like is also a concern when you have it on the back of your arm. So this was just fine. It is a little apparent to others, like if you are in the workplace. It doesn't bother me. I don't really care. I will answer any questions. I will talk about it. Like, you can't discriminate against me for having a CGM on my arm. So I chose to put it over here again because the other side worked so well. We'll see how it works over here. The only thing is I did put it a little bit farther up. So when I bend my arm, it does kind of go into my bicep a little, which I didn't really realize I had put it up a little bit higher. But so far there hasn't been any issue. The only problem I had with this new sensor was when I was taking a shower this morning. Well, when I got done with my shower this morning, I was drying myself off, and it was a little bit uncomfortable, like drying my hair, just because of the fact that the sensor was like this. So last time it was a little bit farther down. So even if it was like this, it didn't necessarily touch all the way, if that makes sense. So it's just something that I'm gonna have to be a little bit careful about. And yeah. So anyways, I just thought that I would share about my first 10 days with the Dexcom G7. It's, like I said, it's definitely been helpful. It's frustrating at times, but it's still helpful. And I'm just looking forward to hopefully continuing to get the help from Dexcom, because it is helpful to have this little sensor that can help tell me so much about my body. So yeah, anyways, if you guys have any questions about my health, my liver problems, my other problems, my Dexcom, anything else, let me know. And I would be glad to answer any questions for you or make a video talking about a topic that you would like to hear more about. So with that being said, that's all I have for this video. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day, and I will talk to you guys next time.